All right, so I'm refilming this again with Dan because you're talking about something that was interesting that we've been talking about. The office is really charging mainly on the print cost and on the garment. And
Absolutely.
we visited a shop called Tonic Studio who's doing the exact same thing, mainly because they were like, anybody can bring a garment and buy a garment. So
Totally, it's kind of our philosophy. We're not really in the business of selling shirts. We're in the business of printing shirts. So yeah, our garment markup is pretty minimal, just to cover, ordering extra garments for test garments, the cost of like counting in, stacking the shirts, that kind of thing. So we use a pretty minimal markup, and then our actual costs are just factored into print costs, because that's really what we do here. So that's the calculations that we use, is price appropriately for what we're actually doing, which is printing shirts, and the garment markup's going to be pretty minimal.
So what's like the estimate markup on a 100 shirt order for garments?
So we basically use a flat rate, or a flat percentage. T-shirts we have a 10% markup. Fleece we have a 20% markup, just because it takes more time to count in, more space to store, that kind of stuff. So markup's a little bit higher on fleece, but it's not really quantity based. It's just 10% on t-shirts, 20% on hoodies and sweatshirts.
And then the print cost you were mentioning is gradual. It's not bracketed.
Yeah, absolutely. We got rid of kind of the grid-based system that seemed kind of antiquated. Just these arbitrary quantity price breaks and color stuff. We kind of just created a formula that's fully custom. So 51 shirts is going to be a little bit lower price per piece than 50 shirts. It's just makes things a little more simple, a little more fluid, and just makes more sense as a whole for us.
Very cool. And then so you plug it into your formula, and out you get, and you put in what? Like, what are the variables you enter into the formula?
Variables, we calculate the formula based on setup costs, based on, we rolled out free shipping this year. So basically we take all of our costs based on the time it takes to do these tasks, calculate basically to the minute how much we need to make based on how many minutes it's going to take to set up the screens, do any ink color changes if necessary, do any palette changes on the press if necessary, punch all those into a formula, and then it'll spit out the appropriate cost per piece, cost per print.
Interesting. And it'll amortize. So is that like shipping or pickup, yes or no, to kind of spread out the shipping costs?
We just try to make it simple, kind of based on average costs. Okay. So, once we rolled out kind of free shipping, we ship most of our pieces. There are still some who just want to come pick it up because they like coming to pick it up. That's their prerogative. But basically all the costs are rolled in to
Very cool.
what needs to happen.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that.
Yeah, of course.